Welcome to the world of Hytale. I know next to nothing about this game, so my goal for this first episode is to try and gear up, as well as build a cozy starter house that has everything we need to survive. Alright, here we are. It looks like we spawned in some sort of dungeon room. Anything in this pot? Can I break that? Oh, I can. Oh dude, I just want to break everything. Well, what are these? Mushrooms? Okay, let's go. Anything else cool in here? Some more rubble. Okay, I'll take it. A candle. Turn off. Turn on. Okay, very cool. Okay, I think I'm getting a bit too distracted. Let's open these doors and explore the outside world. Oh man, I gotta be honest, this looks absolutely beautiful. This is really nice. What do we have here? A sunflower, as well as some sticks. Okay, these are probably gonna be useful. There's also some berries here. Hopefully we can eat these things. What are these guys? Are these guys friendly? Dude, chill, my guy, chill. Already I'm getting attacked. This is crazy. Is this guy gonna die? Please. Let's smack him. Smack him. No way, I'm about to die already. Oh, okay, we're good. How do we heal back up? Can I eat these wild berries? Is that gonna do anything? Okay, it is. Let's go. What do we have over here? Some wheat. I'll take this. Okay, very nice. Okay, there's some sheep over here. Why are they going down into this scary cave? Sheep, come back. Sheep. Oh man, I don't know if I should punch this guy and try to get some wool like in Minecraft so we can make a bed. I feel kind of bad, but I guess we'll do it. This feels so wrong, just smacking the sheep with some berries. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave him. I feel bad. Yeah, you know what? Instead of smacking a sheep, maybe let's smack one of these trees. That seems a little bit more productive. We got so much wood and a bunch of other stuff from that. Let's go. Let's see. Can we craft anything now? We can craft ourselves a crude pickaxe. Okay, let's do that. Looks like we can also get a hatchet, so let's craft one of those too. And then do we have enough for a sword still? No, we need more rubble. Okay, I think there's some rubble here, so let's pick this up. And now that we have a bit more of that stuff, we should be able to make ourselves a sword. Oh my goodness, there's a bear here. I don't think we should take this guy on though. How do I run? How do I run? Oh my goodness, this bear's on me. Bro, bear chill. Bear chill. Okay, he's going the other way, finally. I guess let's try out our pickaxe. Can we just mine this stuff up? We can. Okay, let's go. Now that we have some stone, it looks like we can make ourselves a workbench, so let's craft one of these. Just out of curiosity, let's place this down and see what we can craft. Whoa, why did I just walk up like that? That was kind of weird. No way, we can use this thing to make ourselves a bow. Okay, I'm definitely doing that. We're also going to need some arrows though, so let's craft some of those too. I kind of want to try my bow and I just found our first victim. Boop. Boop again. Let's go. What did this guy drop? Some meat. Very nice. The bow is very nice, but maybe let's just save our arrows and use our sword here. Let's also try to take out these buffalo guys, get ourselves a bit more food. And what is this Q attack that I can do? What is this? Whoa. Okay, cool. I want to see if this bunny will drop some hide. Maybe we can make a bed. Bunny, are you going to drop some hide? That was a good call though, because he did give us one hide. We just need one more so we can make a bed. Okay, I just found a second rabbit. Stop running. Get over here. I'm sorry, but I need more hide. Check it out now though. We can make ourselves a bed and we can use this thing to set our spawn. Look at this crazy looking frog. Should I take this guy out? What did that drop? That didn't drop anything. I just killed this guy for no reason. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Whoa, what is this place? Oh, that's our spawn. I just went in a big circle. I was like, what is that? Okay, this is definitely new though. What is this place? Oh, no way. I think I found the entrance. Let's go inside. What is this? An apple to steal? I guess I'll take it. A zero fruit? Okay, I'll take that too. Wait, is this for this statue? Maybe I should not. Maybe I should not be stealing this stuff. And by the looks of it, there's a staircase that goes down even further. Let's go check it out. Oh no, there's a bad guy down here. Let's use our bow again. Can we take this guy out? No, leave me alone. Oh dude, this is my last arrow. Oh, and I missed too. Okay, we gotta just use our sword. Oh, this guy's kind of hitting hard though. Oh dude, I don't know if we're geared up enough to take this guy on, but let's try. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. No. Okay, I have an idea. Let's place down our workbench again and try to make more arrows. Okay, yeah, we should be able to make a bunch of these. We have a lot of materials. Yeah, okay, we got ourselves 68 arrows now. That's got to be enough. I just added a setting to show this guy's health bar. Let's try this one more time. Let's just do circles, Oh, come on, he's almost dead. Let's use our sword. Come on, get him. Yes, let's go. That is super cool. This guy just dropped an emerald. I guess let's see what else is down here. Some mushrooms and a chest. A high roll chest. Okay, let's open this thing. Got ourselves some copper ore as well as some iron ore. As well as some heavy leather, which I'm sure is going to be useful. And what is this? I don't know what just happened to me, but we got ourselves a fruit. Why can't I say that? A fruit skewer. And let's see, can I take this chest? We could use that to store our items later. It is really dark in here. I think I'm going to make some torches. That is so much better. I can actually see what's going on. And okay, there's another chest over here. Let's see what's in this one. Nothing too crazy, but we did get some wheat seeds, which is very nice. I'm pretty sure I looted this entire place, so the obvious spot to go now is through this portal. I'm kind of scared to go through this thing though, because I don't know what's going to be on the other side, so let's place down our bed and try to set our spawn. Respawn name, Cryptozoology's bed, sure, confirm. Alrighty, now that our spawn is set, let's go through the portal. Oh dude, look at this place. This looks absolutely insane. This looks so cool. What is this guy? Look at this little monkey guy. What are you? Hello. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Just a chill guy, straight up. What is this place, like a little market and we can trade with this guy? What do you mean under construction? That's kind of lame. I can't even trade anything. All right, whatever. I love how this little market is decorated though. This is getting me super excited to build our base. It looks like all of this stuff is under construction. I think I maybe came to this place a little bit too early. We'll have to maybe try again in a couple of days. Whoa, what was that? What was that like blue beam of light? What is this thing? You have unlocked the memories feature. It seems like we need to find all of these different memories and then we can unlock a bunch of different rewards. That is going to be super fun to work on as we continue to play in this world. I've been taking a look around, but it seems like everything else in this area is under construction, so let's get out of here. Back through the portal we go. Alrighty, I think let's pick our bed back up and then go try to find somewhere to build our base. Also, there's a really nice map in this world, so we can easily find this temple again in the future. Look at all these different biomes though. We have this like red one over here. There's like this crazy blue looking one. We definitely got to check these out later. I don't think it's too far. Oh, carrots, carrots. I absolutely love farming in games, so I definitely want to take these. Also, there's like a bit of an abandoned house over here. Oh my goodness, I almost just fell down that hole. But let's see, is there anything in this? A chest over here. Let's open this. What is this? A wooden shield? Okay, I'm definitely taking that. I'm pretty sure I can even put this right in my offhand. Yeah, check this out. We have a shield now. Yeah, can't touch me. Boom. Block it again. Ah, this is so nice. Love the shield. Anyway, I'm getting completely distracted. I want to head over to an area that has some water and then we can start building our base. I think I just found where I want to build our starter house. There's like a big lake right here and then a river running through the area. I don't know why, but I feel like building near water is always just a vibe. First things first, let's maybe just place down one of these chests that we found and unload some of our items since our inventory is like completely full right now. We also have this other chest right here, so we might as well make use of it. Not much of a base right now, but it's a start, but let's also place down our workbench. And I'm pretty sure because the chests and the workbench are right beside each other, we can actually use the items that are inside of these to craft stuff. There's so much different stuff we can make. This is kind of overwhelming, but also really cool. I think let's start with one of these campfires though, and then we can cook up some food. Let's see, maybe we can just place this down like right there. And then if I'm remembering correctly, we also have a bunch of food. Yeah, we have 15 raw wild meat. Alrighty, so if I go back over to here, can I just put that in there now? Oh no, we still need fuel. The question is, do I have anything I can use as fuel? I'm sure we can get coal from somewhere, but maybe let's just try these logs. So if I come back over to here, throw those in there, can I turn that on now? I can, and that is cooking this up super fast, holy. Yeah, that was less than like 20 seconds, and all of our meat is ready, and we also got a couple of charcoal. And you know what, my health is a little bit low, let's try one of these. That was a very yummy snack, but you know what, before I forget, let's just grab our bed right here. And then I just want to set this down and set our spawn before I do something dumb and die. Let's see though, I'm kind of curious to see what else we can craft. I think I'm going to make one of these furnaces, and then we can cook up some of those ores that we found. Let's just place that down right beside our workbench, and then let's grab our ores. We have some copper in this one, and then in this chest we have, what do we have? We have an emerald. I thought we had something else too. Didn't we have some iron? Am I just dumb? Where's my iron at? It's, oh, it's right here. Hang on, I want to smelt this up, but it's getting kind of dark. Can I sleep through the night? Okay, we're going to sleep, and it's morning. Let's go. Look at that sunrise. That is majestic. Holy. But now that it's morning, let's try out our furnace. Maybe let's just begin with our copper, and we can use our charcoal that we got earlier as fuel. And there we go, we got ourselves more copper. Let's smelt up this iron next. And I was going to try to refine this emerald as well, but I don't think we can in this type of furnace. No worries though, let's at least see what we can do with this copper and iron. With the copper, we have a few new options for workbenches, either an anvil for making weapons, or an armor's workbench for making armor. Maybe let's start with the one for armor since we don't have any of that stuff yet. Guess we can just pop this down right beside our furnace. All these decorations look so cool though. We have like a hammer there, some actual armor. I love these details. Kind of as expected, we can use this thing to make helmets, as well as chest plates, gauntlets, leggings, and shields. Unfortunately, I don't think we can make any of these yet. We still need more resources. That's all good though, it kind of gives us something to work towards. By the looks of it, there's still 2 different workbenches that we're able to craft right now, so let's first make this builder's workbench. I'm guessing this is going to be pretty important for building our house. Oh no way, this is crazy. Look at all of these different like roof options and windows and stuff that we have. I am super excited to use these. We'll definitely be making use of that soon, but before we get completely carried away, let's also make this furniture workbench. And I'm quickly realizing there's a lot of workbenches in this game. This makes sense though. We can use this thing to make like different chests, as well as some different decorations like doors or just like pumpkins, presents, different wall blocks, that type of thing. I think we have the very basics figured out now. There's obviously a lot more to it and a lot of upgrades you can make, but I want to get to work on gathering up some materials so we can finally build our house. And there's a bunch of trees all around us, so let's get to chopping as I want to use a lot of wood for this thing. Holy, that is a lot of wood. What is this? This is ash logs, okay. Holy smokes, we got over 100 logs from just one tree. Okay, that is absolutely awesome. Hopefully getting all of the wood for our house isn't going to take too long. There's also a bunch of this mossy cobblestone in this area, so I'm going to grab some of this too, as it might look really nice to do a bit of like an overgrown, almost like cottagecore style house. That could be really cool. I guess we should take a small little break from material gathering to sleep because it's starting to get pretty dark out again. And I guess while we're here, I'll make a couple of chests for all of our building materials. Can I just throw these on top? I can. Oh, a double chest. I don't know why I'm surprised you can make a double chest, but that is kind of cool. Let's lock in though and keep gathering materials. I just spotted yet another wood type. I'm guessing this is birch. This might look pretty nice for our house. And if there's any animals around, I will definitely take these guys out because we need more leather. I just found out if you hold attack, you can do like a charge attack. That is so cool. I just came across yet another wood type. Look how big these trunks are. These might take a while to cut down. Oh, dude. Oh, a bear, a bear, a bear. Oh, there's more bears. Oh, no way. I just lost a bunch of my items. That sucks. Okay, I gotta be more careful. Let's respawn. It's a good thing we set our spawn with this bed. We're kind of chilling. I was just exploring the coastline and there's spiders here. Ah, get away from me. Dude, I cannot die again. Get off me. I was just kind of exploring our area, seeing if there's any other cool building materials that we could pick up, and look what I just spotted. Some crazy looking tower thing. Let's check this out. It's like a whole mining operation. What? Can also loot this structure as well. Okay, there's a chest, a bit more iron, a spare pickaxe, some of these lettuce seeds, okay, as well as more wood and some essence of life. I have no idea what this stuff does, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Should we go down here, or is that just like a terrible idea? Quick peek can't hurt, right? Oh, I just fell. Oh, I'm trolling. Okay, I think we're okay though. Let's turn that on. Anything in these? An apple? Oh man, how far down does this thing go? Looks like there's a bunch of this copper ore at the bottom here. Are we able to mine this up? We can. Okay, let's go. There's so much of this copper down here. This is awesome. This thing goes down so far. Oh man, I'm kind of scared. We don't even have any armor right now. By the looks of it, it's some type of abandoned mine shaft. What is that down there though? Is that like gold? Oh! Oh dude. Oh man, I should not be down here right now. This is so dangerous. Look at this. There's spikes all over the place. This is not good. Oh, what? I thought that was gold. It's just like some glowing mushrooms. Are you kidding me? That's a little bit of a ripoff, but at least there's some iron down here. Uh-oh. There's bad guys now. What is this guy? He's so tanky. Whoa! Oh, dude, this is not good. I gotta get out. Oh, dude, I'm not geared up. Oh, please, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. He's following me. He's following me. Bro. No, I just lost so much stuff. Okay, yeah, I knew I shouldn't have gone down here. I'm having way too much fun just messing around. I need to lock in and just get to work on getting materials. I just came across these blue trees, and I'm not entirely sure if the actual, like, wood is going to be blue, you know, but if it is, I want to use it for the roof of our house, I think. Okay, I have absolutely no idea if this is going to be enough, but I have a bunch of different wood types to work with now, as well as a bunch of cobblestone. As for the location of the house, I'm thinking we can build it just right into this hillside. However, it's pretty steep for a building right now, so I think we should make ourselves a shovel so we can flatten this out a little bit quicker. So I guess let's see if we're able to craft ourselves a shovel. It looks like the easiest one for us to make would be this iron shovel, but we need some light leather. And in order to make light leather, we're gonna need this tanning rack. Oh man, we are running out of room for all of these workstations. Let's just do this right here. Let's then grab some of our hides. We have some heavy hide right here. I'm guessing what we're after though is some light hide. Do I have any of that? I have one medium hide and I also have 2 light hide. Well, I guess let's try out this tanning rack. Let's put our light leather in there first. The question is, how many is this going to give us? 1. We're going to have to find ourselves a little bit more light hide since we need 3 of this stuff to make a shovel. There's a bunch of boards over here though, so we should be able to get a bunch of these no problem. Back at the base, let's dry out this hide. And sweet, we got 3 now. And that should be all that we need to make ourselves an iron shovel. Let's try this bad boy out. Hopefully it's going to be a lot faster. Whoa, look at this. It's taking out like 2 blocks at a time. What? That is so broken. That's going to make terraforming super quick. Alrighty, I got to give you guys a little bit of a progress update because I just got completely carried away building. I had to move our workstations and chests over here just so that they weren't in the way, but as you can see, we've got a big chunk of our house built up now. It still has a long way to go, like we're obviously missing this whole side of it, and at the back here, I also want to do a tower so we can build that up together too. I just kind of wanted to get like a little bit of a grasp on the building system, which is pretty straightforward. Like if you've played Minecraft before, I think you'll pick it up pretty quick. One of my favorite things to mess with so far has been the different roof types, as there's a lot of different slopes to work with. There's even like flat ones, so you can see I built like a little bit of a covered area, and then there's these really nice posts that I added as well. But dude, look at this. Look at this. That right there is a vertical slab. Are you kidding me? Vertical slabs? Like this is actually game changing. My mind is kind of blown. As for the second floor, I just went with like a classic Tudor style, but I did find some of this white clay, which looks really nice against the wood. And it's a little bit hard to see, but I also added kind of like an extra roof section and window right into the roof here, which I think looks pretty nice. Something else I figured out is that you can use a hammer to change the state of blocks. So you can see I can just right click these and it kind of changes the texture, and I can reverse it as well. I also mentioned earlier that I wanted to use that blue wood that we got earlier for the roof of the house, but unfortunately you can't use this builder's workbench to turn it into anything. So instead I've been using a bunch of these ash logs, but I think they look pretty nice. And I guess we should craft a bunch of these while we're here because I want to build up the next roof section. Since this section right here is still unfinished, I think I want to add a roof kind of sloping in this direction. So let's get ourselves on top here, and then I can just crouch over the edge just like in Minecraft. Let's see though, maybe we can start it off pretty gradual and then we'll work it into like a steeper slope. So I'll have to do a couple more cobblestone right there, another one right here, then we can build up the roof even higher. And of course I'm out of cobblestone. Can I use these slabs maybe? I think that works. Let's do another one right here, boop. And then let's use our white clay to fill in the rest of this wall. I think that's looking pretty good, but I think oops, I fell. I was saying I think I want the roof to overhang the wall a little bit, so let's see if we can do maybe like one of these flat sections like that. I think that's gonna work, and let's also overhang it over the other side of the wall as well. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'd say the only thing I maybe don't love about it is how there's kind of a sharp angle right here, but I think that's fine. Yeah, let's just roll with this. We can always change it later. Anyways, let's get the rest of this filled in. And just like that, the entire roof and walls in this area are all patched up. That means pretty much the last thing to tackle is this tower at the side of the house. And I think I want to make it out of more of this cobblestone, but I'm pretty much completely out. That means we gotta go get more, but I want to see if we can make a better pickaxe because this one that we have right now is super slow. I think we should be able to make an iron one. We just need a couple more ingots. And sweet, I've got 5 right here that we can smelt. Just gotta hop over to our furnace again, throw that in there, and then we can just use some of this wood I guess as fuel. There we go, got ourselves 5 more iron. Now we can make ourselves an iron pickaxe. And there's a cave like right behind our house, so we should be able to get some stone from down here. Let's try this thing out, and holy, this is way faster. Okay, this is nice. I'm kind of regretting not making this thing sooner. I've just been collecting stone with my crude pickaxe like some type of poor man. We got ourselves, what is this, 350 cobblestone. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Oh, I just realized we also have this memory tab in our inventory now, so we can see all of the different memories that we've collected. Definitely got to go back through that portal soon and see if we unlocked anything. Just while we're in this cave, I did want to see if there was any other stone types that we could use to make a chimney. Oh man, there's like a bunch of spider nests though. I don't know if I should be down here. Oh, what is this? Okay, just break all these. I'm scared. Dude, no spiders, please. What is this little guy? Get out of here. Oh, my aim. Okay, no, we're good. You know what, this place is giving me the creeps and I really don't want to lose our building materials. Let's just get out of here. Now that we've got a bunch of cobblestone, let's maybe see if we can turn it into some other blocks to make our tower a little bit more interesting. For example, there's some different stone bricks that we can make, some like smooth stone, which is kind of cool, as well as a bunch of stairs, slabs, walls, and a bunch of roof blocks. I think the stone bricks could definitely look cool. Let's make a few of those. I'll also get a bit of the smooth stone. Wait a minute, I just realized now that we have like smooth stone, we can turn this into different blocks. I'm sure it's also going to be the same for these stone bricks, and it is. Okay, let's make some of these stairs, why not? And we'll also make some of these slabs. Okay, I am super excited to try these out. Let's maybe just begin by tearing out these corners, and then we can replace all of these with smooth stone. And I think we should come up even higher, and I also kind of want to see what it'd look like if we mixed in some of the stone bricks. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe let's just get rid of these. We'll just use our cobblestone until we get higher up. Okay, sweet. I think this should be tall enough right here. Let's then do an upside down stair every other block, as I kind of want to go for that like classic castle look. And then on top of each of these stairs, let's do another smooth stone. And then in between these, let's do more slabs. I'm not trying to do anything too crazy. Let's just take a bit of a step back and see how that looks. Okay, you know what? That's pretty simple, but I think I'm happy with that. I do want to add some windows to this thing though, so let's throw some wood in there and craft a few. Maybe we'll have one like right here, so let's dig this out. And then we can of course place in our windows. Also, I just remembered we have this hammer. Can we change the state of these? We can. Whoa, there's so many options for this. What? I feel like there's so many blocks that I don't even know about yet. I got some windows going all the way around the tower now, so I think I'm happy to call this thing done. We still do have this section of the house which is looking really flat, so I think I want to build a chimney. Let's maybe just do like a stair right here. Then up on the roof, let's break this block and this one right here. Okay, and then we just got to bring this thing even higher. And then to cap it off, we can try out a wall. Although I did make this other block, I think it's called a stone brick pillar base. Let's try that out, and yeah, okay, I think I like that more. Wait, what if we tried to do like a wall on top of that as well? That is... oh, I fell. Yeah, I think the combination of having both of those actually looks best, so let's just keep it like that. I'm kind of curious what it looks like from a distance, and I did set up this kind of pillar right here earlier. Let's just put some ladders on this though so we can go up and down. I think there's still a few things that I want to change. I might try making this roof a little bit more shallow, and I also want to add some details to there, but overall pretty happy right now. I'm just going to go ahead and get those final adjustments in place that I was talking about, and then we can finally get to work on the interior. I made all the changes that I wanted to, and I'm feeling really happy with this now, so let's get started on the inside. First things first, I think we should throw some torches on the walls because it's pretty dark in here. With that taken care of, I think the next obvious thing to do is tear out all of this dirt since, you know, we kind of built this house into the hillside and there's a bunch remaining here. I just got rid of all of that, so once again, let's use our cobblestone to get the walls patched up. We still do have a few more blocks to get rid of though because I want to tear all of this out so we can place in a proper floor. I just got that all cleared out, so I'm going to place in some softwood slabs for the actual floor. I just got all of those slabs in place, and it's a pretty small change, but it definitely makes this place feel more like a home. We should make a way to get into our tower though, so maybe let's do like a staircase right here, bing, bang, and boom. And maybe some upside down stairs below those two. And now that we've got a staircase, we can remove these couple of stone blocks to access the tower. And then we have the same issue as before, there's a bunch of dirt in here, so let's get rid of this. Oh, my pickaxe just broke, are you serious? Oh man, okay, let's just quickly get this floor in place, then we can try to fix it. Building with a broken pickaxe is not going to be any fun at all, let's quickly take care of this. And I did notice that you can make these repair kits, so let's try to make one of those. I think to use this repair kit, we just got a left click, and then it was our pickaxe that broke, so let's use it on that. Okay, sweet, now that our pickaxe is fixed, let's finish up this tower. And I think let's make a spiral staircase, because just using a ladder sounds a little bit boring. And now that we've made it to the top, let's just patch this up using some slabs. Can we fit through that? No. Okay, no worries, let's just get rid of this one here. How's that now? Can we easily go up and down? We can? Okay, that's gonna work. How are we getting rain inside of our house though? What? I don't even know how to fix that. You know what? I think it's fine. Hopefully there's just no black mold in this game. We should be chilling. And it is a little bit foggy, but we have a really nice view up here. I think I'm just going to beef up this staircase a little bit by doing some upside down stairs, but besides that, I think I'm happy with this thing. I also want to see if we can add a little bit of better lighting. Let's see if we can make a lantern. Looks like there's a whole lighting tab here, but are we even able to make any of these? We can make some of these tavern candles. Let's try that. Alrighty, back to our little staircase area. Can we just do one like right there? I think that looks pretty nice, so let's also add one at the very top. We also need a way to get to the second floor, which I mean, we also need to build that, but anyways, let's start off with the staircase, maybe just right here. I just got that all in place, but honestly, I'm not loving it. I might try to do it a little bit differently. I think that's quite a bit better. It feels much more natural to walk up. As for the actual floor up here, I want to try using some of these birch slabs. Or is that going to be too much white on white? I think it should be fine. I just ran out of birch wood, so we got to cut down more trees, but you know what? I think it's about time for an axe upgrade. We still have 5 copper, so hopefully we can make a copper one. It's all smelted up, so let's grab that and try. And sweet, we're able to make ourselves a copper hatchet, so let's do it. With that taken care of, let's cut down some of these birch trees. And I will say this hatchet is quite a bit faster, so hopefully this won't take too long. Got more birch wood, so let's use this to make more slabs. And I'm pretty sure that should be more than enough to get the rest of this filled in. I think that's looking pretty good now, and I just threw a bunch of temporary lighting in here so we can see a little bit better. I also made some clay bricks, so I want to use these to divide this room in half. Something just like that, but we're of course going to need a doorway to actually get into this room, so let's just dig this out. We'll add the actual door in a second. For now, I just want to try adding some upside down stairs to the ceiling and see how that looks. And maybe we can switch it up at the top and do a beam going all the way across. I think that's looking pretty good, and something completely unrelated that is super nice that I wanted to point out is that in this game you can jump up blocks like this. Like, look at that, I just jumped up 3 blocks, are you kidding me? I'm getting completely distracted though. Let's tear down this kind of temporary scaffolding and then repeat the same ceiling design in the other room. That means just a few more stairs and another beam going across the very top. I think I'll make this room our bedroom, and then this other side maybe just kind of like a hangout area, but anyways, let's make some doors for this entryway. Okay, let's make 2 doors. And then while we're here, we might as well make some other furniture like a wardrobe. And maybe I'll make some of these tables. There's also some chairs. What is this? Like a stool? I just want to try all of this stuff, honestly. I also want to try making a proper bed, which I think we have to do at this furniture workbench. There's 7 different options, but at the moment we're only able to craft this one right here, so I guess we'll just go with that. What else could we make while we're here? Maybe some of these ancient candles, sure. There's also these like Quebec candles, I don't even know. They look kind of funky though, so let's try them out. Some of these decorations are so cool, but I can barely make any of them. There is this inkwell, it costs iron. Probably not the best use of our iron, but I'm gonna make one. These scrolls are pretty cheap to make, so let's make a few. This one's really cool, a woodcutter's block. I think I want to make that and put it outside. Also, I think we might be able to make some like normal kind of lanterns if we make some candles first. Yeah, we're able to make ourselves 2 lanterns now. I'm having way too much fun just seeing all of the different stuff that we can make. I just saw this stuff over here, like a hay target, which I want to make, and I also want to make one of these training dummies. Alright, that's enough crafting though, let's actually place some of this stuff down. I think it makes sense to put our training dummy and that kind of thing outside, so let's tear out this dirt. And then let's simply just fill this back in with some cobblestone. And then just so it doesn't look so similar to the walls, let's use our hammer to change the texture. Yeah, I think that looks quite a bit better, just a slight color difference, so let's start detailing. One of the really nice things about this game is that you can just press R to rotate stuff, so you can easily place stuff in any orientation that you want to. And I do want to see, are we able to hang a lantern off of this thing? Oh, we can. Wait, that actually looks really nice. I also love how you can turn lanterns on and off. That is so cool. Maybe just to make it balanced, let's do our other lantern right here. These lanterns were definitely the cherry on top. I'm getting completely carried away out here. Let's get back to work on the inside. And we've got some doors now, so let's head back upstairs. And then we can go boom, boom. And then right above that, let's just do an upside down stair and an upside down stair. And we did make some tables earlier, so let's do one right here. And then let's just keep it simple and do a couple of chairs. I want to see what this ancient candle looks like. Oh, okay, that looks nice. They absolutely cooked with the art style in this game. This looks so good. Let's get rid of this lantern right here and try one of these Quebec candles instead. Boom. I don't know how much that fits like the style of our house, but you know what? They're kind of cool looking, so let's roll with them. I also want to try out these shelves. Maybe let's do like 3 right here. I'm not exactly sure if we have anything that we can actually put inside of these, but we'll try to figure that out later. I think a railing around the staircase would be pretty practical, so let's try using some of these lightwood fences. I think that looks pretty good. Definitely makes it safer, that's for sure. I also found this other shelf block that we can use, so maybe let's do one right here and one right there. And by the looks of it, we can actually put stuff on this one. It's kind of sticking over the edge though. I don't know if I like that. That reminds me though, we should put one of these scrolls on this table. I might just add one more shelf to this wall right here, but besides that, I think this room is done. Also, how did I just realize that you can actually sit in chairs? Look at this, holy! This is so cool, but also looks kind of cursed for some reason. I think that's enough messing around. Let's get to work on our bedroom. We of course made a bed earlier, so maybe let's just do that right here. And then we made a dresser, so let's just do it maybe on this wall. We have a lot of these tavern lanterns around, so maybe let's get rid of that one and then grab one of these Quebec candles and plop it down right here. I guess these lanterns kind of match our bed, so you know what, maybe I'll do another one right here. And it's a little bit overkill having this one too, so let's get rid of that. I was thinking of adding a table, but I think it's going to be a little bit too big, so maybe let's just keep it simple, do a chair. And then above that, let's do a small shelf. We can also use this other type of shelf to fill out this wall. I feel like having a chest in our bedroom makes sense, so let's just throw one here. Can I put these books on top of this chest? Oh, I can. Wait, what? Okay, that looks really good. Let's get rid of that. To fill out the space a little bit more, let's add a stool and also a scroll. I think with that, I'm happy to call our bedroom finished. There's just one thing I should do before I forget, and that's set our spawn. This is pretty sweet now though, because the top floor of our interior is totally done, but we still have this massive area down here to fill up. But before we get to that, there's something super important that we gotta do, and that's check in on my cats. If you haven't seen one of my videos before, I am always using my 2 cats, Munchie and Mittens, to guilt trip you into liking and subscribing. Seriously though, just taking a quick second to hit the like button and maybe subscribing if you haven't already is such a big way to support this channel, so I really do appreciate it. Getting back to Hytale, let's start decorating the first floor of our house, beginning with the ceiling up here. We do have a window up here, so we have to be a little bit mindful of that, but anyway, let's start off with some stairs. And then sticking to the same style as the second floor, let's add a horizontal beam going across the top. I think this ceiling is looking good now. The window is still visible. Just ignore like the 20 torches. I just added these so we could see a little bit better. Also, it is dark out right now. I want to try using our bed for the first time. A nice soft green bed. What more could I ask for? Finally, we can get a good night's rest. I'm full of energy after a good night's rest, so let's keep detailing, and I think I want to make this entryway a little bit skinnier. Mainly because doing so is going to allow us to place a bunch of chests on this wall. We can just go ahead and do the exact same thing over on this side as well. And let's see, am I able to open this very top chest because it does have a stair above it? And I can, okay. I'm hopeful that 10 double chests will be more than enough for some starter storage. Moving right along, let's create an arched entryway starting with some upside down stairs. And then in between those, we can do a slab. And then on both of the sides, we can do our crazy looking vertical slabs. I guess this doesn't really look like much of an arch right now though, so maybe let's get rid of this slab and replace it with a trapdoor, and yeah, okay, that looks better. Much more archy. I've been wanting to do this for so long now, it's finally time to bring all of our workstations inside. Let's begin by placing down the regular workbench as well as the builder's one. Over on this wall, let's do our tanning rack and then maybe just our, let's see, maybe our furnace? On the opposite wall, we can do our furniture workbench as well as the one for armor. I think I'll just leave this room nice and open like this for now, as I want to be able to easily come in here to do all of our crafting. I mean, there still is like 5 workbenches that we haven't even made yet, so we're probably gonna have to rearrange things a little bit later on. But now that we have a proper storage room set up, let's bring the rest of our items inside. I did my best to organize it, so like right here we have all of our different ores. And then in this next chest, I did all of our different stone blocks. Right above that is all of our dirt, clay, that type of thing. Right above that is kind of some miscellaneous stuff, so some decorations, as well as our leather. And then the very highest chest on this side is for all of our vegetation. And then I'll super quickly show you the other side. So right here we have all of our logs, and this one all of our planks. Above that is all of our different roof blocks, as well as our stairs and slabs. Moving even higher is all of our different miscellaneous wood stuff, so we have like ladders, trapdoors, that type of thing. And then I saved the most exciting chest for last. That's right, all of our sticks. I'm really glad we got all of our items sorted. That's always a nice feeling to have. And as you can see, outside of our house is all cleaned up now. I guess there is our old kind of like sleeping bag as well as our campfire. You know what though, I might just leave those there to remind us where we started. I also want to get this dirt patch replaced with grass, but I don't think it kind of spreads naturally like it does in Minecraft, so we'll have to figure that out. We still do have this one kind of main room in our house to decorate, but I think I want to take a little bit of a break from building to do some adventuring and try to upgrade our gear. Like we don't even have a single piece of armor yet, it's kind of starting to get a little bit embarrassing. Let's gear up a little bit for our adventure by making a new bow. I also want to try out these daggers, so let's craft those. And it's probably a good idea to stock up on arrows. And for that matter, I'm sure some torches will come in handy too. Also, any old tools or weapons I've just been throwing inside of this chest. We really don't need our old sword or our old bow anymore. I guess the only thing we really need now is some food. We have these fruit skewers. I can also take these wild berries. And wow, that's like all I have, are you serious? I guess we do have a little bit of meat, but we gotta cook this up. So let's just grab some charcoal, and then we can head over to our campfire, throw the stuff in here, and cook it up. It's not a whole lot of food, but it's better than nothing. Just one last thing, I'm gonna grab some dirt for pillaring or blocking ourselves in, but besides that, I think we're ready to go. I think the first place that I want to explore is this cave that's behind our house. And already there's some copper down here, which is great. There is all these spider nests though, which, you know, aren't as great. Let's keep exploring though. There's more iron. I will definitely pick this up. There's like some rat guy. Rat, get out of here. Dude, look at this guy. What is this? This is like some type of like mole rat. Leave me alone. Ah. Okay, we're good. We kind of need to be careful not to take too much damage because we don't have that much food. Okay, looks like the cave is a dead end here. That's all right. Looks like it goes down deeper here. Let's check it out. There's a bunch of spider webs. I do not like that. More copper on the other hand. I definitely like that. Geez, some of these veins are pretty big though. Look at this one. The copper just keeps going. Oh man, it is dark down here. I'm scared. Let's just lock in though. Try to get all the ores that we can. And finally, we're getting a bunch of this stuff now. Look at all this iron. Let's go. Whoa, what is this purple block? This looks so nice. What is this stuff? Volcanic cobble. All right. This might actually be nice to use as like a bit of a path in front of our house. I think I'm gonna pick some of this up. It kind of takes forever to mine though. Ooh, some copper. Man, this copper vein just keeps on going. What is going on right now? Look how big this vein was. I came all the way. This was like all copper here. Are you kidding me? We've already got 29 copper. That is huge. I'm just gonna get a little bit more volcanic cobblestone and then we can carry on. I just got 80 of this stuff, but maybe I should not have done that because our pickaxe is already pretty low. And of course, I didn't bring like any repair kits or anything like that with me, so I guess let's just carry on for as long as we can. Whoa, what is this like glowing ore? What is that? That's not an ore, that's an enemy. Okay, let me be smart here. I'm just gonna quickly eat. Get out of here. Oh, there's like 2 guys. I'm scared. Go away, please. What even is this? It's just like a little eye creature. You're creepy. Go away. Also, what's this like special attack that we can do with our bow? Let's see this. Whoa, a triple shot? No way, that is sick. Probably shouldn't have wasted that because there's more enemies. How many bad guys down here? There's also like a slug guy. Goodbye, slug. Whoa, what did this guy just drop? Essence of fire. We also got some essence of life earlier. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this stuff. Oh man, this area right here looks really dangerous, but there's also a bunch of ores. I kind of want to check it out. It feels like there used to be structures here. Look at this thing. Oh man, this guy over here looks really scary. I'm trying to take him out. Just die, just die. Okay, we're good. Did he drop anything? Looks like we got some cinder cloth scraps from that guy. I want to keep exploring, but my pickaxe is about to break, so I think I'm just going to try to get a little bit more of this iron and then we'll head back to the base. One of the nice things about this game is that you're still able to use your pickaxe, even if it's broken. It's just quite a bit slower. Anyway, I don't want to get too greedy. Let's head back to the surface. And there it is, home sweet home. Let's take a look at what we got because I'm pretty sure that was a super successful mining trip. We got over 70 copper and over 30 iron. Let's chuck all of this into our furnace and get it smelting. I think everything should be done smelting, and check this out, we are actually rich now. And now that we have a bunch of iron and copper, let's see if we can craft anything new. And we definitely can. Let's start off with this anvil. Looks like we can also make a farmer's workbench, so let's do that too. There's also the chef's stove, which sounds like a lot of fun, so we definitely gotta make one of these. We're kind of running out of space inside of our storage room, so maybe let's just place our stove out here. Let's check this thing out. We can make a bunch of different skewers, salads, and this one is popcorn? No way. popcorn is like one of my favorite foods of all time. No way you can make it in this game. And there's one more tab right here where there's a bunch of like cheese, flour, dough, and a bunch of fish stuff. Some of these are pretty cool though, like especially these skewers and the salads, as they give you different buffs. We'll definitely cook some of those later. For now, I want to check out this anvil. Using this thing, we can make a bunch of different swords. There's also maces, which is super cool, as well as battle axes, daggers, and bows. You know what? Let's just use this thing right now to upgrade to an iron sword. We still have this farmer's workbench to check out, and I think I want to put it outside. Maybe let's just get rid of this for now, and then we can place our workstation along this wall. And I'll put this back maybe just right here. Let's see though, what are we able to do with this thing? Oh wow, there's a bunch of stuff we can do with this one. There's like a feed bag, a hoe, watering can, bucket, and shears. I guess this is how we make all of the different seeds as well. And we gotta use Essence of Life to craft these, so finally we know what that stuff does. By the looks of it, we can also craft saplings. There's this greater Essence of Life, which who knows what that is. There's also some planter boxes and grass. Okay, wait, grass. Finally, we figured out how we can turn this dirt patch back into grass. Oh man, there's so much cool stuff we can make. We can also make this wall ivy. I kind of want to try that. Let's see what this looks like on the house. Oh, dude, that looks sick. We can really lean into this kind of overgrown vibe. Before I get completely carried away, let's try to make some grass to fix that dirt patch. Looks like we got to get more plant fiber. I think it's pretty easy to get though. We can just break some of these bushes. Oh wow, these large ones drop a bunch. In no time at all, I got over 100 fibers. Let's use this to make a bunch of grass. We then got to get rid of all of this dirt and then fill it back in with our grass. It is a subtle change, but I think this looks so much better. I just remembered that we grabbed a bunch of this volcanic cobble down in the caves, so I want to use this to make a pathway. Just like with the regular cobblestone, we can turn this into bricks and smooth stone, but I think what I'm going to do is just make a bunch of slabs so we can save a few materials. But now that we have these, let's get a pathway in place. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh man, this is taking so long to break because my pickaxe is broken. That took way too long to break. Let's go fix our pick. You gotta be kidding me. I need leather to make a repair kit and I'm completely out. Alright, let's go hunt down some animals. I think these guys should drop leather, right? Yeah, they do. I guess I'll be nice and spare the baby. I'm being kind of crazy. I'm trying to take out this bear. Maybe this is a bad idea. He's charging. Go away, bear. Ah. What did this guy drop? Heavy hide. Bunch of boars over here, which is good. We can get a bunch of hide from these guys. I was able to get 11 light hide, which is quite a bit, so let's head back home. Back in our base, we can dry this out in our tanning rack. Alright, sweet. All of our leather is ready now. Let's use some of this to make a repair kit, and then we can of course use that to repair a pickaxe again. Alrighty, but with that, let's get back to work on our path, and as you can see, I've already got a small section in place. And something I realized is that if you use the full blocks, the grass actually kind of extends onto the block a little bit. Like in comparison, if I do a slab right here, you can see that the grass doesn't go on top at all. So I've just been kind of mixing them together, and the nice thing about the full blocks too is that I can use my hammer on it, so I've been adding a tiny bit of texture variation. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and get the rest of the pathway in place, and then I'll show you what it's looking like. Alrighty, I got the entire pathway in place. I think it's looking pretty nice, and it just kind of ends right here because, you know, we don't really have anywhere to go to. I think we'll eventually build more stuff out in this direction though, and once we do, we can just extend the pathway over to it. There was just one more thing I wanted to do around our house, and that's add some flowers, so let's pick some up. Oh, I stayed out here way too late. It's super dark out and a bunch of monsters spawned. Get off me. Where do you think you're running to? Get back here. Whoa, these guys dropped some Essence of the Void. That's new. But now that we have a bunch of flowers, let's place these back down so we can do like some daisies right here. Maybe some dandelions on this side of the path. We also got some hibiscus flowers, so let's place these down too. One of my favorite flowers that we got though is this blue flax. That looks really nice. I also just like completely covered this hill with flowers beside our starter house, but I think it looks really pretty. I also want to try adding like some short grass around the area, so let's make some of these shears. I should then be able to pick up all of this little like short grass stuff and we can place it back down. Don't mind me, Mr. Bear, just grabbing a couple of bushes, nothing to worry about. I got a decent amount of these different green blocks, so let's place a bunch down, especially like near the pathway. I think will look really good. Can also do some of these larger bushes for even more green. There's also just like this regular grass. Let's do some there and maybe right here. It is feeling so lush and alive around our house now. I am really happy with this. I just want to add one final detail, and that's a few more lanterns. I don't think I can help myself. Let's take a look at this thing from a bit of a distance. For our first ever Hytale build, we definitely cooked. I don't think we can quite call our house finished though, because we still need to decorate this room right here. I guess let's do that right now by first adding a table, and then we can do a couple of chairs on this side, and a couple on this side too. To decorate it, let's add an ancient book, a scroll, and some ink. Right above the table, I think a shelf would look pretty good. On this opposing wall, let's add a couple of stools, as well as a couple more shelves, and then we can place down one of these Quebec candles and get rid of this one. We also got a pile of skulls, so we might as well add it. With that, I'm honestly pretty happy with how this entrance is looking. We still have this area which is looking a little bit empty, so maybe let's just add a couple more shelves. We also found some buckets. Are we able to place these down? I don't think so. Maybe if I crouch? Okay, yes we can. What else could we add to this area? Maybe just like some books right there, and I think I'll shut that off because we do have a candle just right here. Maybe let's just add a chair right here for whoever's cooking, you know, they can take a little break. And then for a bit more color, let's add another one of these Quebec candles. Maybe just get rid of that there and then place down some books here, and I think I'll shut those off. It's nothing too crazy fancy, but I think I'm happy with our interior now. But with that, I think it's finally time to make ourselves some armor. The good thing is we still do have quite a bit of copper and iron. So I guess let's first make ourselves an iron helmet, and then we can also make an iron chest plate. And I guess we don't have enough iron and linen, so I guess the rest of our stuff is gonna have to be copper. Check out our armor and our shield. We even have a better sword now. We are officially dripped out. But with that, we finally reached our goal of building a starter house and getting some basic gear. As always, if you want to explore this world for yourself, I'll leave a world download over on my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching, happy building, and I'll see all of you in the next video.